All right, Big Mag. Today is Tuesday. It is April 29th. Welcome to the Dog Walk, presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. As you can hear, we have Rico and Nick on to draft guilty pleasures. Nick, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, man. It's great to be back. I think last one was superpowers. What's so funny, Ed?
Say it, Ed. I know what you want to say. Go ahead and say it. I know what you're going to say.
The fact that you could have had anything in the world.
And I drafted the ideal life. If the whole purpose of having superpowers is to like be awesome at everything, my life was complete after that draft.
Dave, you took Go-Go Gadget Arm.
Yes.
Third over.
Imagine like you know when you plop your ass on the couch, Rico, and then all of a sudden you realize you're finally comfortable, kicked off the shoes for the day, and you're fuck, the remote's over there. Go Gadget Arms. That's all I need.
But imagine Nick was next and he took telepathy and he could just like change the TV channel with his head. Like that's probably a little better, right?
Listen, Go Gadget Arms definitely should be on the board because there's nothing I say motherfucker quicker than when you're on the couch and something's on the other side.
Yes.
For sure.
Thank you.
But yeah, I don't think it's third overall, but it is what it is.
Someone with
Did
a
I take
brain.
that third overall?
I think it was a first round pick.
It was a first round guarantee.
Perhaps drafted a little too high, but
I think it would have been there.
Yeah, it's still a great pick nonetheless.
It was on my list.
You want your superpower was being lazier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Go Gadget.
would that not be awesome? Look at everything I drafted.
I don't remember anything besides
One was to turn somebody into a can.
Oh no, that was to like
To a bug.
Yeah, like anytime someone is, it's just like you're that shirt over there for the rest of the day. Just like go chill on the hanger over there. Just like be something else, inanimate that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily a can. It's just something.
So today's draft will be split into categories. There will be a TV/movie, food, music/artist, a destination, and a miscellaneous thing. So,
And the topic is guilty pleasures.
the topic is guilty pleasures. Exactly. I feel like people can't be picking some normal shit. Like we gotta let's make sure we're taking guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
You can't just say something like pretty normal.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot of normal things. I thought this was going to be more. I don't think there's a clear winner in this thing. I was excited for this draft because I felt like this would be a Michael Portnoy taking the Chris Berman Carfax commercial, whatever the fuck that was, where it's like you learn. We're going to learn a lot about each other. It's going to be pretty funny.
These
today,
are all
I would
very
imagine.
subjective. Could be something I do proudly that Dave's ashamed of.
For sure.
Totally.
For sure. All right, let's just get into it.
See how it goes.
1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it, Rico?
3.
No,
Nick.
1.
it is 1.
I'll take last.
1 through 4, Chief.
4.
No,
Dave.
2.
no,
3.
3.
I'll take 2. 1 through 3, Rico.
3.
Got it.
What's available?
1, 2, or 4.
Do it, Reek.
1, 3,
1, Reek. Do
One,
it.
no. 3 or
No,
4, sorry.
absolutely not. I'll take 4.
Okay.
See how it goes.
1 or 2, Chief.
2.
No,
Fuck.
1. I want 3.
God damn it. God damn it.
That was my biggest fear.
Is to get number 1.
Yeah, I don't want it for this.
Yeah,
draft.
1. I don't know what could be. I
There's
don't think there is a
nothing-
1-1.
there
It's not how it
There
works.
isn't a 1-1.
This might be the most open-ended draft ever.
And you could have the shortest board ever because
I have, like, 8 things right.
Yeah,
If
odds
somebody somehow yoinks one of mine, I'm going to panic.
yeah, you'd be screwed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do have a couple that could be yoinked. But
Yeah, I suppose I do too. Hey guys, before we get going, I want to talk about Game Time. The NHL playoffs are here, and the only place to buy hard-to-get tickets to the playoffs is Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports, with killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NHL playoff tickets. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to puck drop. You can save up to 60% when buying last-minute tickets. I'm also looking at prices to the Blues game on Friday night. You can get in for as low as $147. That's not bad. I know you were looking at Minnesota because we take care of our Northwest brothers.
Yeah.
What was it?
I got a little connection to the people of Minnesota from
Yeah?
the Hartman T-shirt.
Oh, yeah,
from a
that's
few years
right.
ago. So I love Hartsey. You can get in there for $135. They got lower bowl for $223 right in the corner, which is my favorite spot. So get on that. While both those are going to go 6 or 7 games, those series have been awesome.
Yeah, you're going to want to be there.
Awesome.
So don't wait. Go buy those tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying NHL playoff tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account and use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DOGWALK. That's DOGWALK for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
Game time.
All right. Without further ado, Chief, lead us off.
I'm taking the Dixie Chicks for music. I love the Dixie Chicks. I think the Dixie Chicks are fired. They got a bad rap. They changed their name. They're the Chicks now. But like they got canceled for being like, I don't think we should be in Iraq.
I hated them for it at the time. I was like, fuck yeah, America. Fuck these commie chicks.
They were too anti-Bush after 9/11.
Correct. Yeah.
When everybody loved them. No, you couldn't do it.
You basically had to be, like, you wanted the entire Middle East flattened at that time.
Correct.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, what's the relationship like? Do you listen to this still?
I listened to them on the way to work today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
That's
it
where
was
it
in my
popped in.
head I'm like, who should I take guilty pleasure? I just went through the whole album. Or albums. Great.
Goodbye Earl is my #1 touch tune song.
Really? Yes. Earl had to die. Earl had to die. So that, I think they have the harmonies alone, boys.
They are fantastic.
They're wonderful.
They
They're
are
wonderful.
fantastic. Won't listen to them, though, because, America and all that. Even though they kind of fucking nailed it.
I think they
What
were
your-
right.
Were you cool with them dropping Dixie?
That's like a Southern thing.
Yeah, I
think
don't
that's like
quite
almost,
get it.
I don't either.
I think it was like Dixie. When you're whistling Dixie, that was like the battle hymn of the Confederacy.
Okay.
That's why,
And
yeah.
so, like, the
I was going to say, it's
Mason-
kind of anti-American.
The Mason-Dixon line
Yeah.
is like the divide between North and South. So I think they were just like, this is references to like antebellum. And they want to get rid of it. Whatever. They were right the first time. You guys don't want to be the Dixie Chicks anymore. That's
Just
fine
the
by
Chicks.
me. Yeah.
It's a fantastic pick.
Thank you.
A fantastic. I don't think there's a clear-cut #1, but if there is one for this category, at least, I think that's a great pick.
Thank you.
Rico?
Dixie Chicks rock.
They rock. They rock so much.
They
So,
really
I've never seen him in concert. It might be like, and I've seen like all the other artists that I would want to see. I think they might be my #1. I got to see him in concert now.
Are they hot?
hold on.
Are they hot? Are any of the girls hot?
They might have been 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like I wouldn't even know what they look like.
I think that's why none of them tried solo careers.
Could be. But again,
Let's see.
those harmonies, they need the three of them together. They're
You're right.
superpowers together.
Natalie Maines, I think her name is.
I don't know their name.
Yeah,
I don't-
Natalie
I don't know.
Maines. I just
I
her
wouldn't
from-
know any of their names.
She was a big.
No, they're still great looking. Well,
She
one of
was
them
a
is.
major.
Oh,
recurring
wow.
guest on the
Yeah,
Same Show.
there's one. Dixie Chicks Fly at 20. How Country Group was revolutionary. They're
I just wanna
not
Okay,
bad
yeah,
looking.
yeah. I should redact that statement.
Good. I'm up. I'm gonna go with a destination, and I think this is one of the only ones that can be taken. So I'm gonna take it now. I'm gonna take the Wisconsin Dells.
I knew.
Wow. I've heard. There's a legend. There's an aura. There's a lore about it
There is.
that it's filthy
Yeah, I got it.
and trashy.
I'll say this. All right. We went up there. That was last winter, right?
Yeah.
So a
that's
little
March.
over a year ago. And there's a lot of White Sox hats around. A lot of Dago tees in the pool. If the like lights coming through the glass window.
Well, Dave, you're like burying the lead. It's indoor water park central.
But
Like, it's the water park capital of the world.
If the lights coming in through the windows at a perfect angle, you can see a nice little film of oil on the water.
Oh, like the rainbow gas
yeah,
station
exactly. So it is a filthy, disgusting place,
And
and
do you
it
have
is
fun
awesome.
there?
It is awesome.
So
It is awesome.
this was a
Chief
place
disagrees.
when
Oh.
I went when I was 12, 13. I'm like, this place is amazing. When I went back and as an adult, it was like, if I get sent to hell, inevitably, it'll be to Wisconsin.
I don't think I've ever. He just tapped out of a video that day.
Just said no.
You walk in, it is the most crowded, loudest, disgusting, Band-Aids floating everywhere, just like
he did just kind of tap out.
He just tapped out.
I couldn't
Is
do
it like too many kids around?
A lot of
loud?
kids.
kids.
The parents are typically like 4,000 pounds.
Oh yeah.
It's
Water parks are. You'll see nobody doesn't have like a fresh surgery scar.
Yeah,
Every
yeah. A lot
water
of
park I
C-sections.
go to,
A lot of
there's so
C-sections.
many C-sections.
yeah.
Yeah.
There is no gawking at somebody like or if you're gonna go to a place and you're gonna get to see everybody in a bathing suit all day long, you would think there'd be a few like head turns here and there.
No,
There
it's
is none that somehow.
There are head turns, just
Not the
kind that you like.
exactly.
Wisconsin
Seeing a
Dells
lot of
10 is
cellulose.
probably working in a bell tower.
So yeah,
What
Bosco.
was the bachelor? What was the bachelor party place you guys or Dante referenced in Ohio?
That might be-
Bay.
Well, we can't do that
All right,
yet.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone here likes it, but regardless, that was
Come on.
That, I like it. I was between that, so I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think
What's the
anyone
name of
likes
the place in Ohio?
Putin Bay.
Puddin' Bay, yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm
you
saying I
guys
can't
shared
draft
that.
it.
I was the first time I ever remember seeing that video or looking it up for YouTube. And it's like Vegas day parties, but it's like complete trash. Like that made me laugh too.
Yeah, there is like I was full disclosure, it was a coin flip between this and Puddin' Bay for
Yeah.
me because I love Puddin' Bay. I have less shame about Puddin' Bay than I have about the Wisconsin
Right.
Dells.
That's an adult place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in Wisconsin Dells, like if I'm going sometimes, I will distinctly say I'm going somewhere else in Wisconsin, just
That's
so people don't know
guilt.
I'm going to the Dells.
That's unbelievable.
Yes, that's guilt. Yeah.
How often do you go?
Honestly, I haven't gone in a while. Like since we've worked here, I've probably gone twice.
Too many.
Full time?
What'd you say?
Full time since we've been full time?
Yes, I'd probably go.
So over the last like 12 years, how often?
Less than 6, less than
that's-
5,
That's
less than 5.
That's still a shit ton.
Probably-
and the thing about it,
probably
it's
4 or
not
5.
cheap. It's not a cheap.
Is
Well,
it not cheap?
it's
Here,
not.
time out though. We did it like for content purposes. I'm not going to the water parks to be fair,
Yeah, well,
right?
yeah.
Like
You're
there's
going to the water park capital
There's
of the world,
casinos
not
and
for,
shit.
not for water parks.
yeah, exactly. There's a casino.
Yeah.
There's like little towny bars. I've
And
gone for a softball
there's some
tournament.
What was the name of
ones.
that towny bar? What was the name of it?
I can't say. If people will look it up, you will know. There is a name of a towny bar that is actually jaw dropping.
I'm gonna guess it starts with an I.
It does
It
not.
does not. No, it's stunning.
There's an I in it
Yes, there's an I in it.
and a G.
Yes, it's
Two
it's,
Gs?
It's pretty crazy.
One G, if I recall, but
Yes.
still.
There's mini golf. There was
What
a
was
16
that
inch
science
softball
place?
tournament. There's Tommy Bartlett's
Tommy Bartlett.
Science Robot Land. There's 2 strip clubs that I think have fantastic names. One is called Wisconsin Dolls,
Okay.
I was just
pretty good,
yeah.
and the other is called Cruisin' Chubbies.
Oh, that's
That's the
nice.
So it's
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So it's a fun place to go for a weekend, play some golf, get drunk, maybe hit a strip club, whatever.
I'm
This
not
is
a
all
strip
the
club guy.
Dells,
This is all the Dells, Rico.
and you go to the water park obviously too. Like that's the main attraction.
That's like if you're a kid. Like if you're
Oh,
kids.
okay. all
They
right,
have
all right.
like 10 of them right there.
Yeah, like I've like I said, I've gone 4 to 5 times probably in the last 12 years. I have not gone to a water park once besides for content.
Got it.
It's like a nuclear arms race of water parks up there. Every time one does something to like outdo the other, they have to keep building up.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's kind of shory, Rico. Like but like the trashiest part of the shore for sure.
I feel like they should have an upscale or like a nice water park for adults. They got to figure out a way because water parks fucking rock. Like
Yeah, I
at
think
its
it's-
core, water parks rock. Going
it's
down a fucking
impossible.
slide, like it's great.
I think
What's-
every pool should be a wave pool. They're so much better than regular pools.
Yeah, dangerous though.
What about? I've never been there, but it's like I think it's the Bahamas. It's Atlantis.
Atlantis. Yes.
Yeah, where you go on the water slide, but you're under the water.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that would be.
that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My
I don't
water
know,
park
it's-
growing up was called Sandcastle in Pittsburgh, and it was right next to a factory and the river. And it was just the amount. Nope, everybody was still too ashamed to take off their shirt, so everybody's still in their shirt, and more Band-Aid than water.
Yeah.
and it's just it's brutal.
And
A lot of
like
Snickers bars floating around the pool.
Maybe.
and like to be clear, this is very nostalgic based as well because it's awesome as a kid. You don't see that.
You don't
kind
realize
of
how
shit. You don't-
trashy it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have a blast.
A water park. Yeah, as a kid, there's nothing better than a fucking water park.
Yeah, it was a perfect spot for a Chicago like weekend vacation.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
Yeah,
12, 13-year-old me loved it.
for sure.
Never again.
White Sox, Dave.
I think I'm going to take the first. Well, I am going to take the first miscellaneous. I'm going to take watching people trip or fall. Just I love watching people fall and potentially hurt themselves. Maybe, maybe not. But just the act of them eating shit in front of me always gives me great joy.
I don't even think you feel guilty about it, though.
Yeah, I don't think
You talked about it openly.
I have talked about it openly, but I should feel guilt if that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was walking George yesterday. I didn't fall down, but I had a bad stumble
Hit
in
that
front of
little
a
lip.
group of teenagers.
Oh,
And
nightmare.
They all, like, young, like, probably 14.
Oh, right in the ripe age.
And they all just like, did you just trip? And I'm like, yeah.
You made their day.
And then they laughed at me.
Yeah,
It
that you
was
made their
horrifying.
day. Watching people fall. Now, I'm not saying like break a bone or anything like that, but if they get a scuffed up knee, then yeah, I'm laughing at you, and I enjoy that you're in a little bit of pain for that moment.
I don't love this pick, Dave.
I don't think it's first round material.
Yeah.
I had to get that one off the board.
No.
Because I got plenty of other shit.
This is
to
miscellaneous.
draft. Yeah, that's my miscellaneous.
Yeah, but I feel like
I don't know if
it's-
that's a guilty pleasure because if I caught you laughing at somebody falling, you would be like, "Yeah, I was."
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't be hiding it.
Yeah, but like, I can't say that because I have talked about it publicly. But like,
I mean,
if
you
we
always
didn't have-
reference this time that we were together.
I know,
Yeah.
and you remember that time. But
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Well,
like,
it's
in a
funny.
normal world where, like, I'm working at the logistics firm or whatever, I wouldn't want people to know that I enjoy watching you get hurt, you know?
I don't see. I see the pleasure, but I don't know if I see the guilt.
Yeah. I
From
know,
you, from
but
you.
I know I should feel guilty is the thing about it.
I think it's a reach.
Yeah. Especially there was remember that video that went pretty viral? Maybe it had to be like 8 to 10 years ago by now. It was that guy sitting in his car at school pickup, and there was
There's
that ice
many-
patch.
there's a
Sliding
lot
on
of
the
them, yeah.
ice.
Yes, like that's just funny.
That went
It's
viral
awesome.
and it was amazing. Yeah,
It's just funny.
Okay.
And they're kids, so you know they're going to bounce back quick.
they're
but,
fine.
Like it's not an 88-year-old falling. That's like fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Dave,
Like if you would have said that, I would have been like, "Oh my god,
Laughing
you're a
at old
monster
people.
and you're guilty."
Yeah. I mean,
Bosco, you like this?
if
pick?
if I'm watching Joe Biden walk up to Air Force One and he trips and falls, I'm going to probably laugh. So he's
But
kinda
everybody
old.
did.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
is that
I see it. I think again, I don't think there's like, I don't know. I feel like I have some simple. I don't know if I like even love my board. I think it's just again, like it's things within our own personalities.
True.
I don't know if things are going to jump out good or bad in this draft, but I feel like we'll have a bunch of laughs. Obviously.
Do you guys ever go to the shed and watch people bonk their heads at the beluga tank?
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
It's double glass, but the front layer you can't tell is there.
So you like-
So I just sit there. The cafe's right there, and people just lean, and you just hear the bonks.
I do love a good bonk.
Fantastic.
When I get back from Italy, I'm just going to go to the shed and watch people.
I go to the
bonk their
shed
head.
and I don't go past the belugas. I just watch bonks.
that's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it started
So
because
yeah,
I bonked.
So you guys are all.
I've bonked.
All right, I'll admit bad pick because it seems like we're all in agreement. It's kind of fun to
Yeah.
watch people.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think,
Oh, all right.
and you prefaced it with like not getting hurt. If it was people getting hurt or old people,
Sure. Yeah.
Then it would be like, "Oh, that's kind of fucked
that's
up." that
fucked
you
up.
like that.
That's yeah.
But you like what you like.
I mean, broken leg's not like hurt. You'll get
Broken
over
leg
that.
sucks. It's very
It sucks.
inconvenient.
It's a big time inconvenience for sure.
Rico.
I'm up.
You're up.
We had 4 already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've had 3
All right.
already. You're 4.
Can you take a radio program in the song artist category, or can you only take a song or an artist?
Let's hear what you got.
I'd let you swap it out for show.
Or this could be your miscellaneous.
Or that.
No, it's got to be song or artist.
Then I would say probably not.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
All right, so I can't take Delilah at night,
Oh,
the whole show.
there is movie show. God, I love her voice, dude.
Remind
that
me.
show has
What's Delilah?
I don't know.
Lila.
Yeah, you guys
She-
know Delilah.
she's got all right, so we'll go. I'll keep it. We'll go song or artist, but props to Delilah. We've talked about it on this show. She's fucking unbelievable.
Is this like the therapist person?
She
Yeah.
does love songs, so like you'll call in and just be like, "Hey, I have this," and she plays the perfect song for you.
Okay.
Delilah's Dilemma and then these people. There were nights I was driving home as a graduate assistant from the Bronx, and like contemplating like how bad my life was, and then these people would call in and you'd be like, yo, it's not that bad. So Delilah at night got me through some really hard times, like going through. But I will take this song. Got stuck in my head, I think in like 2013, and it's been on a continuous shuffle of my favorites, probably my 25 top played of all time on Spotify. I'll take Strong Enough by Sheryl Crow.
Nice.
Good song.
Are you strong enough to be my man? Fucking I sing that shit non-stop,
This is
bro.
a horrifically bad pick
Why?
because that song is just objectively awesome and everybody.
But like,
Nah,
man,
but
I
if
think it's embarrassing.
If you come up to a stoplight or you're in traffic and your windows are down and you're belting that, you're
Yeah.
putting your windows up.
I mean,
but
just
the
Rico
car
saying-
next to you,
Dude,
they're like,
Dave, I
oh, what
was
a
working
jam.
at Dave, I was working at a logistics company 6 inches from the guy in front of me, singing that for 3 straight days in between every phone call. And he was like, bro, what are you fucking saying? I'm
was
like,
just
yo, it's an
insane.
awesome. I'm trying to sell him on it. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, it's an awesome
It's
song.
good.
Like, I heard it on the radio the other day. It's sick, man. He's like, get away from me. He's like, book that load and don't talk to me.
Were you on the carrier? You were a carrier rep?
Yeah, we dealt with the carriers.
Me and Rico lived the same life.
I mean, that was just funny hearing him say that line.
It
yeah,
was.
right.
I know.
Saying the line,
Are
it's
you
like,
strong
oh, yeah,
enough
that's
to
tough.
be my man?
It's unreal, man.
I
Unreal.
love that song. I think she's got like 4 mega bangers.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like that's my thing. I can't like the pick because I like the song that much. I don't think there's anything guilty about it.
See, but I think she has
But
another
I know,
song.
I know your point too, though, because I would do that.
She
yeah.
I think a lot. I don't want to say what my pick or lead or anything. I think a lot of us went female country.
yeah.
Probably.
I didn't, but
Okay.
definitely.
I don't consider Sheryl Crow country.
She's
No.
country adjacent
Adjacent.
Yeah.
ish.
That just made me laugh.
The line itself, and that's how you know.
We could have done a full guilty pleasure music.
Music.
Oh,
craft,
totally.
yeah.
Bro, I don't know why that song came about or whatever, but maybe that's like where, like, I remember too in college one night being up in the middle of the night and that Power Ballad CD came out. I ran over to my computer and was typing in to download those songs as they were scrolling down. Like, you know how they would scroll them and then they would highlight it in yellow and play
when
the
it was
certain
playing, yeah.
thing of the power. I'm like, bro, these songs like rock. Like I listen. I have a very weird thing with music. Like I'll listen to Avicii, and the next thing you know, I'm listening to Sheryl Crow. My shit's all over the place. But yeah, I like crazy songs.
I like the fact that you're jamming out to that at your old job in 2013 when that song had been around for 20 years. The song came out in 1993. So,
Rico,
Old? I
Rico,
think it's like 98.
hit me with that line again.
Are you strong enough to be my man?
You should.
Forget the rest of the word. We can't play it. We'll get sued. But oh man,
too
maybe
close.
at the end. Yeah, maybe at the end.
You should have
I don't know
asked,
if-
are
yeah,
you
there's a way
strong
to-
enough to be my van, Rico?
Is that what it says?
No, it's
way.
man, but you should have said that to your drivers.
Oh yeah, I should have.
Are you?
All right, Nick, you're up.
Okay. This is tough. I'm going to go miscellaneous. Facebook.com.
oh,
What
I will never post. I won't let anybody catch me on there, but I love scrolling it, going to my class of 2010 page, just seeing what's going on, the people that are actively using it. I'll read every comment. I'll read every status. I'll scroll back pretty far on albums. Facebook.com.
I think this is good. I still check my Facebook. And like if anyone asks me if I go on it, it's like I just check on it like once a day. Like it would never be something.
you're on it once a day?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm at least on it once. I'm still on it at least once, twice a day for sure.
Are you posting?
Rarely, here and there.
I've seen you post once in a while, but like
Yeah.
not much. But like
Here
I
and
like
there.
to
What's
see.
it like these days? I tapped out the Romney Obama election. Is what
A lot of
tapped
people
out.
falling for AI art of like veterans.
That's why I'm interested because I just don't see a ton of content there anymore.
No, and it's just nice just to check up and
Yeah.
maybe if like because I'm from a smaller town, but it's some good shit.
Yeah.
I bet for that sort of purpose,
It's
great.
still the premier social network for
Wheeling, West Virginia.
people.
Yeah, I mix it up here and there. Nick, you'll like this one. I think this is when I forget exactly what was going on, but like there was something about the administration and like how things were changing, and it was all over TV and like what was changed or whatever. So I put Lots of posts tonight about the things on TV and how they affect this country. I usually refrain from my opinions on here, but I'll just say two things. I thought Iowa State's last possession was dreadful versus BYU. And I thought Ohio State got a great win for their resume regarding the bubble. God bless America. There was another time when the night of the election, I was like, I put a long thing. I was like, hey, you know, after years of like working the phones and saying that there's going to be a change and a change in culture, like we're finally seeing the people reaping the benefits of a long time coming and a change in this country. Bowling Green is bowl eligible for the first time. It was a Wednesday. It was Tuesday night in the MAC.
Did people like? I'm sure they got heated at the beginning of it.
Yeah, they like you tee them up, and then there's a bunch of like, if you don't like that's what it should be for.
Yeah.
These psychopaths who go down a rabbit hole of like, you know, fighting and like they're joining. I have a friend's uncle who used to join liberal groups to just fight with them to get kicked out. Like, they're lunatics. You should just have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like you should have fun with it.
Yeah, we talked about, I think it was on our show recently, might have been Free Swim, but like the last great day of Twitter. And it was, what was the thing that spurred that? But it was like 2016.
Said it was Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, Laramie Tunsil.
Gas mask.
Because that was like April of 16.
Yeah.
And then after that, people stopped having fun on Twitter, I feel like. It got too serious and too political.
People don't have fun on Twitter.
And I don't think it's as fun anymore.
Nick, I'm surprised you can find your group page or your class. The gripe I have with Facebook is I don't think it's easy to find people anymore. Do you remember how you used to be able to click like Ohio State University and or class of 07 and you would get everybody that was in 07?
Yeah.
And then, or you clicked that high school and you could like sort by year and it was easier to find people that, like, why did they go away from that? Also, the old albums thing, that was when Facebook was in its heyday, was when you could see there were 3 categories. It was like your photo, or like your albums of friends, and then albums friends were tagged in.
Yeah, you could do that, and that was just
that was when it was the best. And I'll never forget waking up one day, my roommate's like, "Yo, get over here," and he pulls up an album that says your friends were tagged in, and it was like 2 random kids. There was 70 pictures all in our house, and we didn't know anybody down in the basement.
That's
and
unbelievable.
He's like, what the fuck happened last night? I'm like, I don't know. We had a fun time. I don't know. What am I saying? But that was easy. It was way easier to like see, like it was like a great feed. It was like the first Instagram feed of like, I don't know, whatever. They fucked up how they have organized things. That's all I'm going to say.
I found mine because I just got invited to my 15-year reunion.
Okay.
So I've been scrolling through that. It's been phenomenal.
I bet. Yeah. I go on for 3 things to see if I need to shoot someone a birthday text. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see on this day. You get to like, see, like
they did a good job with that.
Past posts, so you could like, I don't know, laugh at something from 15 years ago. And it is the hub for, it's the epicenter of my bocce league.
Okay, of course it is. Of course it is.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah. Hey guys, Aura Frames. Are you ready to win Mother's Day and cement your reputation as the best gift giver in the family? Give the moms in your life an Aura digital picture frame preloaded with decades of family photos. Aura Frames was named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, and it's easy to see why. There's unlimited storage, so you can add as many photos, videos, and funny memes as you can find, and it is so simple to set up. Just plug it in and share away. Honestly, moms love this stuff.
They do.
Yeah. Like
so I have one.
Yeah.
My sister has one. And I think my mom, this is going to be my Mother's Day present to get her in the group because they're so nice.
Moms love photos.
They do.
And especially as you could keep rotating so they don't feel bad if a certain person.
And you're not taking up too much space.
Exactly. Yeah. So go buy these. Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's AURA frames.com, promo code DOGWALK. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. All right, you're up again.
I'm up again. Okay. So I don't know if I want to take this strategically, and since some music's already been taken, I'll do Destination.
Okay.
I'll do Seacrets in Ocean City, Maryland.
What's that?
Rico, have you ever been to
spot.
Secrets? Yeah,
Great
buddy.
spot.
It's a
Bro,
bar that's half in the
unreal
water.
spot.
There's a DJ stage. Everybody's just, it's filthy. You go in the water to piss. It's a real grimy spot. I felt too old in there when I was 21. But yeah, it is a fantastic
Sounds
time.
like the East Coast Dells to an extent.
It may very well be. SEACRETS.
Went to a bachelor party there. It was a fucking awesome time. Awesome time. And I've told this story too. A friend of mine went to Secrets and said, you have to get there at like 10 a.m. That's when the shit starts. And to Nick's point, the guys never leave the ocean. There's tables in the ocean and they never leave because you're just pissing all day.
But the water is like closer to Jello than seawater.
It's wild.
You got to really fight your way through it.
Wild. Then there's a pile of shoes in the sand. You just throw your shoes over by the sand.
But it's like 1,000 pairs. It looks like the Holocaust
pairs of
Museum.
shoes. 1,000 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
1,000 pairs of shoes. So he said he went with his older cousins. He was a little younger. He was 21 still, but he went with his older cousins. And they get there at 10 a.m. and at like 11:15, they're doing round at 10 o'clock, 10:05, 10:10, whatever. They're just hammering through. The girl comes back at 11:15 with the check like closed out. And he's like, what's going on? Like, and my buddy sees it and grabs his cousin who was footing the bill and was like, yo, Nick, they canceled, like, what's going on? They canceled the bill. So he goes over. The girl's like, listen, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but you guys are at $2,700 in an hour and 15 minutes. He's like, hun, we'll be here all day. We got the cash. Don't worry about it. And they just fucking went wire to wire, like, through the day.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild scene, bro. They have like a dance contest in the sand.
It's all sand.
And it's just bachelor parties and bachelorette parties.
But it's not
through the
natural
roof.
sand. So this is years old, like
been there,
dumped there, dump trucked in, and just, a DJ set. It's a wonderful time. A part of me wishes I could I might have to shave my beard and go back in or something.
I just pulled up the just a Google image of this place. I love it already.
Yeah, Ed, you would be in your glory.
Yeah,
Eddie, they have weird surveillance cameras running 24/7 apparently. Like you can watch it like a reality show. I think maybe they shut that down. But you used to be able to go on their YouTube feed and just see the feed of what was going on or something.
This place,
it's crazy.
That's awesome.
All the tables and everything are floating
in the water.
Bro, it's cheap. It's awesome. It's a fucking awesome day.
It's like
for a bachelor party, it's
an
fucking
ocean
awesome.
swim-up park.
But Rico, right now, if somebody took a picture at Secrets and you were in the background, you would be ashamed.
Yeah, but it's a common bachelor party thing. Of course I went to Secrets.
Oh my God, there's a round cabana table
in the water. Yeah, and then you're just pissing at the table.
This is insane.
It's fucking
I thought
awesome.
you were talking about the honeymoon chain at first. I was like, I didn't know that.
Oh no, that's SEACRETS.
Oh, but yeah. the images where it's crowded makes me want to.
It makes me nauseous.
Panic attack.
Yeah.
And you enjoy it.
Those are people there since 10 a.m. I had fun and I didn't want to, man.
Yeah. So
they have something called a frozen drink called a rum runner. Or
that's
something
what
like
it
that.
is.
It's fucking awesome.
There's other places that
tried to replicate
the
recipe, could never do it. That place is a good fucking time, man. Good fucking time.
So you would go back, you would want to go back.
Yes.
Rico, you're up.
You know who we should transplant there one day is Nicky Smoke should go for the day.
Oh my God, they would erect a statue.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Hang his fucking LeBron jersey in the rafters.
Yeah,
every jersey, a LeBron jersey from a douchebag.
Yeah.
All right, there's one category I'm probably gonna take because I only have one thing written down. I'm probably gonna lose the draft on that, but I'm gonna go miscellaneous. To no one's surprise, my miscellaneous guilty pleasure is getting in a good fight.
Oh, see that's a guilty pleasure.
Like a fist fight?
A fist fight.
No, never a fist
okay.
fight, but a good or getting in a good screaming match. Getting in a good screaming match.
I would have never
maybe.
guessed you like that, Rico.
Exactly. Yeah, there was one lady one time I was a little too close to the intersection and I backed up right on a main road. Backed up and she started beeping erratically. I stopped the car. I still had 5 feet in between us and I had a backup camera. So I wasn't doing it blind. I knew what was going on. Put the car shut the car, put it in park, get out. Counted out the 5 feet in between my car and hers, like walked it out. I was like, there's 5 feet. I got a camera. I see it. There's screaming at this lady because she beeped twice. And like that. And then
You're
I got
a road
in the car.
rage guy.
It was like getting going to CVS. I got in trouble like 6 months ago because CVS loves to shove self-checkout down your throat. So I went in there and I had a couple items and they were like, you could do self-checkout. I'm like, can't you just help me? I'm like, can't you just like can we put somebody behind there? Like, what's the issue? My sister happened to be walking through the store and was like horrified, walked out and met me in the parking lot and was like, yo, you can't, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But that was
I'm like,
fun
they
for
don't
you?
have fucking but like, it's like getting in a good, like, set.
The
You know what I
little
mean? You
adrenaline
get in a
pump.
good screaming match. It's like, all right, you get the blood flowing out of nowhere. You don't wake up trying to do it, but like somebody fucks up, like it is what it is.
Where do you draw the line between those outbursts and some of your other more famous ones?
There is no line. I mean, that's just
That's just
That
me.
line's constantly moving.
Well, it's like you always say, like, that's back when I was on drugs, but then it sounds like you were on drugs at CVS 6 months ago.
yeah.
Do you like look forward to like the traffic, like the bumper to bumper, so you could just get in an argument with someone who cuts you
No,
off?
I don't outwardly seek it, but sometimes, yeah, like if you've had a bad day and you're ready to unload on, like you're looking to unload on somebody, yeah, you just get it out. You know what I mean? I'll never forget. There was one time the guy, I was at the bakery. I was paying for what I did, and the guy comes in and starts like asking questions, or he had already paid, and then he comes back like with a problem. I was like, pal, this is my time. No, this is my time. I'm like, and the girl's like looking confused. I'm like, don't you answer his question. You're helping me now. He don't get to wait in line, pal. I'm like, wait in line. You don't. That's not how it works. The guy's like, what? I just. I'm like, get me my fucking pastries, and then whatever. So,
Just
yeah, I don't know,
picturing
but
a calm
you
Rico.
just it's asserting. I don't know. It's like when it's I don't know. It stems from a lot of things. Like when people think their time is more valuable than yours.
Yeah,
Like that
certainly.
really irritates me. It feels like you're being disrespected. So
He's about to
This is
go
what
through
it
the
is.
Lincoln Tunnel. All
right,
you
now-
strong enough to be my
Hey, shut the fuck up, you fucking cunt! There's 10 fucking
why I listen to bro. That's why I listen to Delilah. I do like being fucking relaxed.
Now, that was just about 5 minutes. I don't know what the pick was.
Getting in a
give
fight.
Getting in a good screaming match.
Dream match? Okay.
You're up, Dave.
I'm gonna go with. I'll go with the song. Okay, so I had 2 songs. One we just spoke about yesterday, I believe, on the Yak. But I wouldn't put that song on like a playlist. I'm talking "Summer Lovin' from Greece."
Wow.
I love that song though, but I wouldn't like listen to that on my own. This song I do have on playlists on Spotify.
not taking that?
I'm not taking that.
Okay.
I am going with LFO "Summer Girls." I fucking love that song. The worst lyrics ever.
2 of the 3 are dead.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
LFO
that.
curse.
I did not know that. That's sad. But the
Michael
the,
J.
talking-
Fox was Alex B. Keaton.
I like
I'll
girls that
ne-
wear
the-
ever.
yeah, I'll
Bobby
never forget being in
Shakespeare
the
wrote a
car.
whole
Yeah.
bunch of sonnets.
Being in the car the first time my dad heard that song, he's like, I hate this song. He's like, but these guys are so like.
I had a
he's,
good
he's
friend
laughing.
named Paul
He was like, this is
Revere.
ridiculous.
What was that line? It's
Paul Revere. Yeah.
It's so catchy. And
Oh my
when
God,
You,
it's
when you
good.
hear that first little jingle or whatever, when the song starts, you're like, oh yeah.
I had
we
LFO as a
go.
band on my list because I think
They got a
Girl,
couple songs,
Girl
yeah.
on TV,
Yeah,
West
great.
Side
Yeah.
Stories,
Girl
good.
on TV was good. Yeah, they came out at the wrong time. They got lost in the shuffle with the powerhouse.
Yeah,
boy
that's
bands.
it's kind of true. Cause like a few of those songs were every bit as good as any NSYNC song or anything. But like that song, I'll listen to this day. And
the lyrics are such horseshit.
they're horrible.
They're
horrible.
so bad.
Like I'm cringing thinking about it right now. But the song just sounds good, and I love it, and I will always love it.
But I think also it's kind of universally liked.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
But like that's the exact test that you got. If you pull up to a red light and it's blasting in your car and your windows are down, are you keeping it cranked or are you not? That's one I would not.
So I modernized kind of that, and my thought process was if a young TikToker came up to me and was like, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, I don't want to be on the internet saying "Summer Girls" by LFO.
Right. You'd get dragged by the youths for that one.
Yeah, you
True.
I bet you
a good
Annika, Ella, they have no fucking clue what song that even is.
I feel bad for him.
I feel bad for them too. It's just such a banger.
Yeah, I like LFO. They're good.
There's so many references that they wouldn't even get. They'd be like,
Right.
"What's Abercrombie?" I feel like they'd be, "What's Abercrombie?"
Abercrombie made
back in a
little
bit of a
back.
comeback now.
Yeah,
It's back.
a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah,
That's all the way.
they actually kind of successfully flipped the whole cancel. They were actually racist. Like, there's a lot of people.
No, they're back.
They're back.
Moral
Yeah.
story. I am up. Listen, this is disgusting. I'm going food. I don't eat this all the time, and I promise you I'm not lying. Like, but the squirt can cheese sometimes.
Oh, Eddie.
I know.
You don't like that.
I'm not proud of it.
You don't
Oh
like
my
it.
god.
Listen. Let me get you a Triscuit cracker and squirt a little cheese on there. It's not.
Cheese.
You're like that
Cheez
guy
Whiz.
from the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it stems from. No joke. The Leaning Tower of Cheese.
Cheese looks
Yes.
so good in that movie.
It looks so
Cartoon
good.
cheese looks good.
It did.
Pizza in that movie
Stretchy.
looks amazing.
Yes.
Called Cheez Whiz, right? Is that what
Is
it's
it
called?
Yeah.
Cheez Whiz? Yeah.
Is that what it's technically
Yeah,
called? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's disgusting.
Are
and
you embarrassed checking out of the grocery store with that?
yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
I
I mean, I don't
I'd
like I
consider
said.
stealing it.
Oh, you
Just so I
put it in
wouldn't-
your pants.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
so.
You got busted by TSA for the aerosol can, and it was cheese. When we were on it.
You got me. yeah.
That's
yeah.
why Rico, you had a former nitrous addiction, right? So you can't go near Cheez Whiz anymore.
What?
Solid.
That's
Dave.
the craziest accusation ever on this podcast. What nitrous action? What did I have? An addiction?
Yeah, you can huff that shit. It was a joke. Steve-O from Jackass won't go near Cheez Whiz as a joke because he used to be addicted to nitrous. Yes,
Lance
All right,
loved
that's
that one.
Steve-O. That's not me.
I know. Well, you kind of have Steve-O tendencies.
Hey, let off some steam, Rico.
Yeah.
Go get him.
scream at him.
Scream at him.
I'm more just baffled. Yeah, Steve-O tendencies.
Next thing you know, they got pictures of you in Afghanistan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
These are this is how rumors start.
That's how rumors
Crazy.
start.
It's disgusting, but I can't say that I don't enjoy it from time to time.
I won't.
Oh man, Eddie, that's gross.
It's bad.
It's like
Are you a SpaghettiOs guy?
I used to be.
When I was a kid, yeah.
Oh, my friend's father called it shit in a can.
Yeah,
Is
that was
she,
a
man?
that was a staple in my household.
that
Jesus
color
Christ.
orange doesn't exist anywhere but like the hunting section of Cabela's. You shouldn't put that in your body.
Yeah, no, it's bad. And I
Oh,
promise
man.
you, I'm not eating this fucking.
When was
We-
the last time you bought it? Why would what?
Do you have a can in the house?
I don't.
Okay.
And I don't think I had it last year. Probably the year before that. Haven't had it this year. But yeah, just like once every couple of years, I'll just get the Triscuits and Leaning Tower.
There's a certain line for me with food. Like cheese in a can, shit in a can, SpaghettiOs,
Hey, this is the guilty
ramen.
pleasure draft, guys, and this is guilt.
ramen. I wasn't eating ramen.
Chief, you're up.
All right, I'll go with destination. I'll take Six Flags.
That was fucking
So
mine.
Six Flags, I haven't been in a long time. We did Medieval Times, and we've done the Wisconsin Dells. I'd love to do a video this summer at Six Flags.
Yeah.
I have trouble with this one being a guilty pleasure, though.
Why? It's a very similar clientele.
I think it's high class. I do.
You don't think that the people who are going to the Dells, they don't also? It's like they're deciding between to do the Dells or Six Flags.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying this has somewhat of a more of a cult following, where like thrill rides and amusement parks are like a thing where people like to enjoy. Like it's not like all walks of life go to Six Flags, right? It doesn't matter if you're from
Not
Lake
as
Forest.
an adult.
It does. I mean,
No, you go for like school trips. Like we went for like physics class.
Yeah.
As a field trip, but you're not going to Six Flags.
I don't think I'd walk in there.
My
and think
birthday
it's
is
as trashy,
Halloween. I've been
We'll
to
find
Fright
out
Fest
this
as
summer
an
because we
adult.
didn't think that about the Dells.
though. Oh no, I thought that Dells was going to be exactly what we got.
I did not remember it that way.
Oh, dude, how?
Like, would you think it would be as trashy as the Dells if we went to Six Flags?
Not.
I mean,
yes
they have,
and no.
They have a water
Yes and
park
no.
too.
They do
Yeah, I've
now.
never been to that.
I haven't either.
Like
The water park is trashy. Hurricane Harbor is trashy. But
That's
Six Flags is just like a bunch of suburban teenagers.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
I missed. You're from there.
Yeah, I'm from like a town over. Yeah, it's just a bunch of like suburban teenagers. I actually went like 2 years ago when we had that like week off in July. I rode every single roller coaster. It's awesome. You can buy Miller Lights there. It's sweet.
If you're telling me like you go alone, sure.
No, I went with some friends. It's kind of like irony. I went to Monster Jam for the same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not a bad pick, but I'm just saying. Like
I was thinking to take it next, but like that's the whole
But it's
catch-22 with this.
it's not a bad pick. Like I wouldn't be like if like let's say like a pretty girl came up and she's like, what are you doing this weekend? You would lie.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say you're going.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I'd make a joke. I'd be like, actually, I'm kind of going to Six Flags as a joke with my my boys from home.
But you would say as a joke.
As a
yeah,
joke,
you'd
yeah.
preface it for sure.
and that's
You're
the
not
deal.
like if you have a season pass.
That's,
Yeah. It's more childish and trashy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So it's not a bad pick. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. Hey guys, I want to talk about Brunt workwear. Brunt's best-selling Marin work boots are not only built for the toughest job sites, they're completely waterproof. Whether it's rain, mud, or standing water, your feet stay dry. From oily workshop floors to muddy farm fields and everywhere in between, the Marin 6-inch soft toe is built for workers across a variety of trades. Brunt isn't just about work boots. They offer a full range of high-performance gear built for tough jobs, from heavy-duty work pants to weather-resistant jackets. Brunt designs durable, reliable workwear to keep you protected and productive in any condition. You're a hunting guy. This sounds
Big
unbelievable.
hunting guy. Used to be a big factory guy in the previous life. So like there's nothing more important than that when you're on your feet all day than having good footwear. And Brunt, top of the line. And I got to say, they look great too. I'm looking at them right now. So I might be
An ugly boot, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good looking boot. And they got a lot of good looking stuff. They got the hoodies, they got the pants, the boots are legit.
So Brunt didn't just make a durable work boot. They reinvented comfort for the hardest workers out there. For a limited time, our listeners get $10 off at Brunt by using code DOGWALK at checkout. Just head to bruntworkwear.com and use code DOGWALK and you're all set. Even better, Brunt lets you try all their products on the job risk-free, I should say. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you. You're up again.
I don't watch it as much anymore, but I used to watch The Bachelor like religiously.
It's good.
For shows, I'll take The Bachelor. I feel like they became like almost self-aware, but it used to be like to me like the best unintentional comedy. So I'll take The Bachelor.
Yeah. I've never really watched it, and I know I would like it.
It's
good.
A+ trash TV.
Yeah.
It's A+ trash TV.
I watched like one season in 2016 and like it was when I first was kind of getting in the mix here. I started like a blog on our website of recapping the episodes. It's a good it's a good watch for one season. I couldn't do every year because it's like I feel like you see it all out, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's a guilty pleasure
combined
for sure.
of the two.
I've probably I'm north of that for
North
sure.
of 10?
North of 10.
I started
I'm probably
watching
around
it in high
5.
school. Actually, probably like 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade. There was a girl from Wheaton on it, and that's how I got introduced to it. But it's the absolute best trash TV out
Yeah,
there.
and it's
It's
like
so
like
you have to
just
close
watch
your
it with
eyes and
my-
turn away.
I'm just
sometimes.
watching it with my girlfriend, but
But
really,
you really like
I watched it with my old roommate. Was it Mondays?
Mondays. Yeah.
Every single Monday. It was me and my 36-year-old roommate.
Dude, I'll have like a favorite and I'll recap it with my mom. It's so fun.
All right, it's back to me.
Ugh, I just saw a squirt can cheese and it made my skin crawl.
As it should. As it should.
You should have been like I think that might be the best pick because
It-
I
it-
think
yes.
you made a mistake.
Like-
by even publicly
saying
saying
yes.
I know. People are going to be like, you fucking definitely eat that all the time. I promise you I don't. I promise you I don't. Although, like, that's what someone who would say.
Right,
I know.
exactly. It sounds
I
exactly
know.
like something.
Yeah,
someone
yeah, this
who
is bad.
I get
ate a
it.
shit ton of
You
squirt.
I
prefaced
get
the
it.
pick with "I promise I'm not lying."
I know. I swear I'm
dead
not.
giveaway.
I swear I'm not. But regardless, it'll live forever, I'm sure. I don't think this should be movies/TV since it's not a movie TV, but like this is kind of just Like and I've talked about this a lot here, but I am a big fan of abandoned places.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
But this is just like you're weird.
Well, I know, but that's like that would. Be
I don't
like,
think that's a well. Continue.
because I could take the other thing I watch all the time,
Yes.
and that's like we've kind of a guilty pleasure, but too.
But this is like, so I took Six Flags, and Eddie's like, but like his dream destination is go to the Six Flags that got ruined in Hurricane Katrina.
I've been there actually.
You been?
That's I think weird has a stigma about it where it's automatically bad. Weird doesn't have to be bad. That's
I
just, like,
agree.
different.
But like,
It's a little. I mean, I would say it's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I was just reading up on this mental hospital that was abandoned in my neighborhood.
yeah,
Ed, there's this account I follow on Instagram. I don't know how or why I stumbled upon it, but it's called Decaying Midwest.
Yeah, I think I followed.
Yeah, good one. And
So that's miscellaneous. Is that fine?
Have you ever watched the
Abandoned
YouTube
places
series
content?
Defunct Land?
Yes, I have.
Fantastic.
I love that, Nick.
Yep.
Like that's very interesting to me.
I bet you
I'm
that
obsessed with that.
Like there's YouTube wormholes I've gone on. There's an island in the middle of Disneyland.
Some
Yeah,
dude swam
Disney
out there,
World.
right?
Yeah, Disney World. Yeah, people swim out there, and it's just left to rot. Like you're talking about one of the biggest corporations in the country.
in the world.
That just have a rotting island in the middle of like the happiest
Never
place on
heard
earth.
this.
I know. It's just like shit like that fascinates me. Abandoned malls, abandoned.
Love that. I love
you
that.
name it. Yeah. So abandoned places content is a guilty pleasure of mine. White Sox, Dave, you're up.
I'm gonna take a movie, and I'm praying to God that Rico's seen it. And if he has, I think it's right up his alley. I believe I'm taking the movie Never Back Down,
The fighting movie?
the fighting movie.
That's
It's with
Channing Tatum?
no Amber Heard's in it. A guy named Sean Guillenet, who's been in a couple other movies I like. It is the worst piece of shit in the history of film. It has got an awesome soundtrack. The plot is absurdly entertaining, and everything about it, start to finish, is just adrenaline-fueled teenagers fighting. And obviously, this is going to sound weird. It takes place in a Orlando high school, and all of the entire student body is the hottest student body of all time, men and women. They're all like 30 in real life, obviously, but they're all like six packs and fucking the hottest people of all time.
The hottest high school of all time.
It's the worst movie ever, but it is so fucking good, and
Never seen it.
it kills me that Rico hasn't seen it because I know he'd love it.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
It's such a bad. I don't even find like the enjoyment.
Oh,
of it.
dude,
that bad?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never.
I'm pretty liberal with what I like.
that's true.
Yeah.
and I'm not.
I know. That's why like
That's
I can't
why it's
believe
crazy.
you.
Yeah.
You're like this might be my trump card on.
I've seen this movie probably a dozen times too, and I love it.
It sucks. So that's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's
It
horrible.
blows.
It's a horrible movie, and I love it.
Bosco, you're back up.
I guess that makes it a good pick, though.
I guess so. Yeah, I've
In a weird
never
way.
seen it.
It's probably got.
but
a
it's not like
What do you think it's got on Rotten Tomatoes?
there are a
I would
lot. Of,
guess 35%.
there are a lot of people that probably actually do enjoy it just for the sake of like being MMA people.
But it's stupid. It's just so bad. It's like an underground fight club at a. It's bad.
Rico, you're up.
34. I nailed it. Almost.
All right, so I'm going to take something that I didn't watch live, but during COVID, having a conversation with my sister, she was like, you know, you really should watch this, the prequel, and then you should watch this, because it was like one of the first trend-setting shows in the sense there were no like cutaways to talking heads or like how reality shows are done now. It was just in the moment and kind of like documentary style, but then it turned out to obviously like it was orchestrated or whatever. I'd take The Hills.
Ooh.
I fucking loved it when I watched it.
Y'all
And I was
gay.
up. I was like laid up. What?
You're gay.
I was up.
Yeah,
It was right.
That's a perfect pick.
It was right after. Actually, it was before COVID. I think it was right after I got hurt, and I was like laid up. So I was just home all the time, and then up all night. Like, or you would, whatever. You'd stay up all night and sleep during the day, like whatever. And my wife would try to go to bed, and the fucking theme song would be kicking, and I'd be like, another episode, and I'd be like amped. Like I was amped to watch when
What was that theme song, Rico?
when Whitney falls down the stairs. I didn't know about that iconic moment. Like I didn't know about all the fights and stuff. So I watched Laguna first. But then the Hills, man, was awesome. Hills was fucking great. And the girl Kelly Catrone, I fucking fell in love with her. The fashion lady who's like, I haven't had a lunch break in 5 years. I got so into it, I would harass in the middle of the night. I would harass Spencer Pratt on social media. I'd be like, you're a skell.
He
like
fucking sucked. He sucked.
Him and Heidi. I'm like, you started a rumor. He finally messaged me and was like, dude, the show is fake. He's like, I'm going to send you some healing crystals. He sent healing crystals to the office.
Spencer
like a
Pratt
He
sent you healing crystals.
healing crystals. I gave them to Daniela because I was like, I can't wear them. I'll fucking whatever. So yeah, dude, I got into the Hills anymore. Man. I got into the Hills.
Yeah, I think,
and like I've rewatched it once or twice since. I have all the TikToks on the clips when those things pop up. I'm always like liking it and then following a new account. Like whatever. I like the Hills.
Wasn't the Hills the second one though? Like Laguna Beach was first.
Hills was the second one. Laguna, I
show.
remember my freshman year of college, people still watching Laguna. If you ask me which one was like better, I think Laguna was better, and it did a great job like capturing somebody's high school years that year, and like from that time, like
it is wild that they let that show exist.
Yeah, it definitely. But in fairness, Chief, it wasn't. They were suburban kids going like, like they would go shopping in the middle of the day. Like that's what we did. You had a car, you cruised around. Like they weren't doing anything like really bad.
You're not really bad, but they would be like, you're a fucking slut. They would show like, they would talk shit about the sex lives of minors on Laguna.
Yeah.
Not great.
It's
a good pick, though.
I don't remember them being mine. Like,
you don't remember like Kristen Cavallari and like she would be 15 and be like, oh, you sucked that guy's dick, and like,
I don't remember.
I don't think they said it that graphic, but like Chief, like let's be honest, dude. Like if you went, like there were nights I went to Beer Goggles, and like somebody be like, yo, who's that girl across the bar? It's like, oh, she gave Eddie the high hard one outside in the lobby behind the mall. Like I heard she, like you knew what was going on. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But it's more that people are like monetizing it. And
that's probably a problem. That's probably a problem.
We in high school,
well, they're all still famous, so I'm sure they're happy with how it ended.
In high school, we would throw Hills. I would attend them, but we would throw Hills parties or Laguna Beach parties, and you would dress up in like the fucking like nice ass clothes that I didn't have. That's how fucking gay we were.
Nick, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna roll with food. McDonald's Filet O Fish.
Ugh.
It is maybe the best menu item at McDonald's. No, the bun I think is made by Tempur-Pedic. It is the softest, most perfect.
Gross. Honestly, it probably has similar ingredients.
I bet. Perfect amount of tartar sauce on it. I remember hot lunches during Lent. You had to have that. And everybody would complain, and I would pretend to complain. I love it. I would drive through and eat it at night and sneak it, like even though I was living alone at the point, and I just still didn't want anybody to know. I would eat in my car. Oh my God, I love the Filet O Fish.
I think you'll have a lot of people in your corner. I think it's one of the most disgusting things ever.
I won't touch it. The thought of putting a slice of cheese on fish makes me want.
That is
crazy.
gross. That's
Nick,
gross.
don't they only bring it back?
Disgusting.
They only bring it back now for certain periods of the year.
I think that's the McRib. I think the Filet O Fish
It's
is forever.
the mainstay. Yeah,
It is a mainstay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
But they run the commercials during Lent big
Yes,
time.
they target the Roman Catholics.
Yeah.
Also says they were late teens, like 1920, when they filmed those shows.
For the Laguna?
Yeah, that's what. I don't know.
What was her name? Elsie.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
so.
Lauren Conrad.
Yeah,
she was a
Lauren
sweetheart. Kristen Cavallari is a bitch.
I lost.
Agreed.
My old job, they did like a fantasy league, and I lost, and I had to eat a Filet O Fish.
That was it?
That was the punishment. Well, because
Did you get through it?
No, I hate it. Like I don't really like tartar sauce.
Yeah.
I find it repulsive. And I always just had a joke that if you like Filet O Fish, your hard drive should be investigated.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So sorry.
That.
And so they made me eat one when
I think they're fantastic. I think it's the best thing at McDonald's.
All right. That's
I think the steak, egg, and cheese bagel is the best item at McDonald's.
No, I think that's
which they
guilty
just
pleasure,
brought
too.
back.
I haven't had that.
If you're eating steak from McDonald's, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He eats fish, man.
True.
The steak, egg, and cheese bagel is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You're up again, Nick.
Have you felt the bun?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Filet O Fish. It's
Yeah.
incredible. They should put that on every sandwich.
Yeah,
there.
it's very, very soft, spongy.
It's unbelievable. Okay. Let's go with a TV show. I'm rolling with Hoarders. I'm obsessed with the show Hoarders. There was a kid from my high school whose house was featured.
Oh man. Were you surprised?
Yeah, of course. Yes. Yes, I was. They got it cleaned up, but it is just the way those people live. And I get to really, really heavily judge from the comfort of my own home.
Yeah. Was there any inkling that his house was like that?
There were like rumors,
Yeah.
but like you had to like climb up a 10-foot wall of garbage before you got in.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hoarders is like, you're entranced. It's an entrancing TV
It's
show.
like
You're
how is this a
amazed by
thing?
how that,
Yeah.
how somebody could live like that. It is, it's not a house. And then watching them, I'm not a sentimental guy. I can like get rid of, throw away anything. I'm not
Yeah.
keeping stuff. The way that they can cling on to these small items like a double bubble wrapper, there's like, no, that's in the stay pile. What are you fucking talking about?
I'm kind of borderline hoarder with some clothes. I have so many clothes, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, I
get
don't
rid
throw
of
out
that.
clothes.
Don't throw out
Like,
clothes.
I wore
I throw
that
out
12
clothes.
years ago.
Oh, I throw out clothes
I do like a purge
too soon.
How like you have to because we get so much merch that's like
That's the only thing I get rid of.
I'm
It's
kind of
our
a
merch.
hoarder. Yeah, I have to admit.
You're a hoarder?
Not like to that degree,
Yeah.
but I definitely have.
You have roommates. You can't like live.
I've shit that I like should get rid of.
yeah.
yeah.
But like,
I do
and you just can't let yourself do it.
Yeah, it's like weird.
It's a weird
I
thing.
Start watching the show and you'll be like, holy fuck.
like I have.
I'm on this trajectory.
you have like a bald cap.
Yeah, I have a bald cap. I think it's in the studio.
Oh, look at our studio. We have tons of shit, but
Yeah.
it's not my house.
So like a bald cap, I'll be like, all right, I bought a bald cap because we were shooting a video like in 2018, and it was at an ice rink that the Hawks practice at, and I interviewed Patrick Kane in it because I was Pierre Maguire, and I'm like, this is cool. Like that was like
So
a first
that's
interview.
that's a little. There's some reason behind that.
But that shit adds up.
yeah, it does.
But
You can find reason for any item.
Yes, exactly.
exactly.
So
Is that on history?
No, it's on. Is it E?
the crazier part to me is that they like agree to go on there.
I think
they
so. What happens is like usually this is what happened with an arcade. The case in my town, the children nominated the mom,
Yeah. Rico, you're up.
Annie.
Hoarders are bad for fire safety operations as well.
Have you ever encountered some?
Yeah, but not when there was a fire. But like, if you go in, think about it. You can't move down the fucking hallway.
No,
You know,
I can't imagine the smell.
crazy. Food. This is probably sacrilegious, given I'm from what I call the borough of pizza. Like some unbelievable stuff on Staten Island. Take Domino's.
That was right under Filet O Fish. If somebody got me there,
Dude, maybe I got addicted, I guess, in college, so to speak, that was the only thing in a small town. But like, and I'm a big, like, I feel like fast food has gone away from it. Used to be really, really affordable. And when you were like poor in college, you were like, all right, how do I get the biggest bang for my buck? 3 pizzas on a 5-5-5 deal. You're like, all right, I'm going to house one tonight. I'm going to have one tomorrow for lunch. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to have another one for dinner. You know what I mean? Or
Yep.
like whatever. Like, so I got 3 meals for $15.
walk-in Wednesdays
Yeah,
at the Elm Grove
like
Terrace,
even,
242-2412. I forget the
even
number.
now,
but
like if it's late at night and you're like, I'm hungry. What can I get in like 5 minutes that I could just go pick up? It's down the street, like whatever. It's. I mean, I don't know. I'm in on Domino's. I'm in, and it's like people like if you saw me there, you'd be like, dude, there's 6 pizzerias that are unbelievable around it. It's like, yeah, I know, but whatever. It's cheap. It's quick. Like it's a guilty pleasure. I'll take Domino's.
I get it. I just think you picked the wrong one. I think that's easy 4 out of 4 for the Big 4 chain.
you're thinking it's
Well,
the worst.
here's the problem. One, I would pick what I think you would say is the big one, that has a red roof and is shaped and it's shaped like a church. It's a
got it.
red
Yeah,
roof,
yeah.
and they encourage reading as a kid.
Yeah.
The Readers Are Leaders books.
Yes.
They don't give away picks. But I got a friend who's and this was actually at Seacrets.
Circle back.
He's obsessed with schmitza butt, let's say, whatever. He's obsessed with what rhymes with that, and he would make us. Everybody was lining up at like 11 o'clock to go to Seacrets. He was like, "Yo, come with me. We'll go here. We'll go to lunch. I'll take you to lunch." We went to a schmitza butt right away, and like, God, he's obsessed. On ski trips, he would stop on the highway to go to that place. Like,
So you hate it because of him, is what you're saying?
he loves it. No, he loves it. I think it's awesome. There's just none on Staten Island anymore.
Oh, okay.
There was one on Staten Island. He would get it delivered to his house like every week, and then they called one day, and he was like, "You're out of the delivery zone," and he flipped out. So there's none on Staten Island. That is my number one.
Yeah.
I worked at a place
Their buffet.
that had the lunch buffet. We used to race over there to get that.
Classic.
It's unbelievable, but I haven't had it in forever, so it can't be my pick. It'd be inauthentic.
Yeah. I think it's the worst of the big four, though, Nick. It seems like
You think it's the worst of the big
I
four?
do.
Even when they,
it's better
they
than-
garlic the crust,
Nah, I
their
still don't
their
like
crust innovation is top of
Dude,
the
it's
game.
better than Papa John's.
If Papa
don't
John's
think
still
so.
has that garlic cup that nobody else has cracked the code on.
Exactly. That's what puts
the
it over the top.
differentiator, Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut will
marinara.
always be the GOAT because of
Agreed.
the stuffed crust.
Yeah.
The cheese stuffed crust
Yeah.
was a game changer.
Dave, you're up.
So Ed says he doesn't eat Cheez Whiz. Lie. I'm just gonna say something that I did this last night at like 11 p.m. I've done this my entire life. I just eat peanut butter straight out of the jar.
Oh, yeah.
I'll buy peanut butter in it.
What category is this?
Food.
So peanut butter? It's guilty pleasure.
Peanut butter out of a jar with a spoon. I'll just eat
Like a
half.
savage. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's I allow it.
It's a selfish move too.
Yeah, well, I
Lives alone.
mean,
Yeah.
it's my
That's-
peanut butter.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is like you just polished something up to make it sound like it's peanut butter.
But you're eating half a fucking jar of
Yeah.
peanut butter in one sitting.
Okay.
Like
That's
probably
a lot.
third.
And like at least put it on a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't do that. I just eat it.
You don't
straight
have
up.
time.
Right for protein.
It's just
No
straight.
carbs.
Get your
Straight.
fatty liver.
Does it?
I think.
Maybe.
Uh oh.
Yeah, I'll probably. I mean, my liver is already fucked.
What's your PB of choice?
The greenlit organic shit from
Oh.
Whole Foods. It's straight peanuts. and-
Marantha or whatever it is,
Maybe.
or Santa Cruz.
it's just
Santa
straight
Cruz.
peanuts and salt.
Yeah.
None of that extra shit. But I'll eat like a third of a jar, and it'll be gone in a day.
Like it's ice cream.
Do you keep it like
that's how I'll
on your
eat it.
nightstand?
I'll eat it like ice cream.
Okay.
Like a pint of ice cream.
So it's not as much the substance of the peanut butter, but it's the mechanism of which you're eating it is what's
And how much I'm eating. And
Gotcha.
yeah.
This broke up my freshman year quad dorm because I had a jar of peanut butter in like my little pantry closet, and I came back from a weekend where I was away at, I don't know, a dance or something, and they were like passing it around and eating it with their fingers.
Disgusting.
Like I can't. And there was like also, remember they had those huge garbage bags full of popcorn. They had it and it was just spilled on the floor and no one cleaned it up. So like those, I walk in and I see like a mound, like a 3-foot mound of popcorn on the floor, and then they're just eating my peanut butter with their fingers.
Yeah. That's over.
I'm like,
that
we
relationship's over.
See ya.
can't live together anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's talk about Ollie. If your dog could talk, they'd beg for Ollie. The full body, tail wag, the excited little hops, the big goofy grin, that's the Ollie effect. Ollie delivers clean, fresh nutrition and 5 drool-worthy flavors, even for the pickiest eaters. Made in the U.S., kitchens and highest quality human-grade ingredients. Ollie's food contains no fillers, no preservatives, just real food. And here's the thing: healthier food means a happier pup, more energy, shinier coats, better poops, and more excitement at mealtime. For any first timers, Ollie will send out your pup's first box with 2 weeks worth of meals, a free storage container for mess-free serving, and a guide of how to gradually switch them over to their new diet. Excuse me. Sounds
Yeah,
nice.
this is something I'm going to invest in for George. George has been having some health issues, some weight issues. Ollie, I know he'll be excited about it. It sounds great. You want to give your dog human food without giving them scraps from your own table. So this is the way to do it.
Yeah, dogs deserve the best, and that means fresh, healthy food. Head to ollie.com/dogwalk. Tell them all about your dog and use code DOGWALK to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box. So if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/dogwalk and enter code DOGWALK to get 60% 60% off your first box. It's to me, I'm gonna go band. I like. There's so many like songs like Rico picked that I could take. I love so much like girly country. That's definitely like weird if people heard you listening to it. But and I don't know if you I talked about this last year, so I don't know how much you'd classify it. But I went to a Dashboard Confessional concert.
Fuck yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I legit love it.
I love Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like them and the Goo Goo Dolls are at Northern Island this year. Like I'm going.
Yes.
I'll be there with you. Goo Goo Dolls is one of the best concerts I've ever been to. They're so good live.
My ringtone used to be Screaming Infidelities, and it went off in class once, and I was so fucking in there. Your hair.
I bet all the girls were just slipping in puddles of their own wetness when that went off.
No chance at all.
Yeah. And I feel bad picking it because it's like I feel like it's making fun of Dashboard, and I don't want to defend those guys. I love those guys, but
It's just one of those things. Yeah.
like people wouldn't expect me.
You can't be listening to Dashboard.
You
Confessional.
can't.
Yo, was that the quickest? Nick, how old are you?
I'm 32.
All right, so you're way younger. Dave, what are you? 36. Eddie's 30. What?
4.
Okay, and Chief, you're my age, right? 37.
Yeah.
So you
He just turned 40.
No, I
like
didn't.
last week.
No, I didn't. 39.
did the age of that Dashboard Confessionals, Panic at the Disco, and Cartel, I thought was my favorite of the bands. Did that era of music go the quickest? Remember how like big that got, and then how quickly that disappeared? It felt like that blew up and then just disappeared like immediately.
I feel like I'd put like Radiohead in that same.
Like this is like poppier, like
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah, like
girls
the
love
poppier,
this.
like
girls love
punk.
Cartel.
Yeah, it was like
Girls
a
love
rejuvenation
I don't
of like
remember Cartel.
Taking
Punk.
Back Sunday.
Yeah.
like the red suit jumpsuit apparatus. Like
Oh my
I remember
God, yeah,
going
they were a blip.
Yes.
to Bamboozled in 2005 at Giant Stadium. It was outdoors. It was an unbelievable concert. Like My Chemical Romance, Cartel, I think was the year before. Maybe I didn't get to see them live, but like Bamboozled had a 2-year run where it was like that grungy kind of like poppy like
It was
music, and then it was just fucking gone. Like Cartel was fucking huge, and you never heard from them again.
Yeah, they're gone. There's a ton of those, and it might be like it was like maybe a 3-year run where that was the
And
most
that's
popular
it.
music.
But Nick, for the whole industry, like nobody made it out of that.
I like the Killers and My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy are still huge,
Yeah, Fall Out Boy's a big
I mean,
Yeah.
the biggest ones of the era.
Maybe, yeah, that makes sense.
but like even the Used, who is probably like the 4th biggest, and they're kind of doing smaller rooms and stuff.
Yeah. But what they do is they all combine and make
Yeah,
a
they
great
do a
concert.
show.
That's
They do a
that's
festival.
what Riot Fest was last year.
It was awesome.
It
Sum
was
41.
so fucking good. That was like
Yeah.
the most fun I had at a concert in a long time, and I go to a lot of concerts. And that lineup we saw, it
was great.
so fucking good.
It's great. But yeah,
So fucking good.
I love Dashboard. I think hands down's like a top 15 song of all time.
The electric or the acoustic?
I like the electric, which is what I was
Yeah, yeah.
introduced by. Yeah, I love that song.
Dashboard Confessional rocks.
How do you like it, Chief?
It makes it a bad pick though.
I'll take Velveeta cheese. Velveeta.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, but Velveeta cheese, I always preferred that. I feel like my mom made that more than like Kraft for whatever reason.
It's better.
Is it better?
I
you
think it's better.
Okay. And then
Like the mac and cheese boxes. Is that
yeah, like if you had the Velveeta cheese with the shells versus like a mac and like a Kraft.
they are better? It's still disgusting.
Yeah, and it's just the way you like squeeze it out of that like,
like
tin
melted
foil.
plastic.
Yeah, but it was fucking good. And we used to have like we do like it was like a sausage cheese dip in the crock pot where you just put it in the crock pot and let it heat up with maybe a little salsa or something in there. So fucking good. So Velveeta cheese, and then miscellaneous. I'll take soccer.
You were just in Nottingham.
Yeah, 2 weekends ago or last.
Are they accepting of outsiders as adopting their team, or is it because they're a smaller club? They are.
It's like you get kind of both. You
Yeah.
get a lot of people who are like, this is great. And then you get a lot of people like, oh, he just picked a team once they got, like a Johnny come lately kind of thing. But I'd say most people are fine because they know, like, the money is everything. So me bringing my American dollars into a city that's not London,
Yeah.
like they don't get a lot of tourism in Nottingham. So I think they like that. They like the idea of their club like growing, but there is a faction of people.
Sure.
Who
But you
don't
don't
like
you don't like you kind of wear being the Johnny come lately on your sleeve, it seems like, though.
I mean, I've only been a fan for 5 years.
Right, exactly.
So, but it was like pre them getting promoted. So
Yeah.
I feel like I have some.
Yeah, like with all due respect, you guys do the soccer podcast. I think if I was a fan in London and Nicky Smokes tried to talk shit to me about my team,
Yeah.
I would become irate.
Well, and I also don't try to be like, I'm not an expert.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really,
yeah.
You know, I like it. I like it.
You're a fan from like
Yeah.
a new person's perspective.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think
I'm up.
I
need
don't.
it.
I think that's a horrible pick, though.
Yeah, it's like
it's
the world's most popular.
Yeah, it's the
sport.
biggest sport in the world.
Not here.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
probably.
I look at like, especially if you're a fan.
Because you know why? You know who plays soccer? Kids who
us.
can't play football.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to like here. You have to get up so early,
Yeah.
and
Which is how I started liking it because I get up early.
but I don't think soccer fans are guilty about liking soccer. I think they're pompous.
It's kind of becoming elitist a little.
I
bit,
agree.
too. Yeah, it
and
is.
They have like
The beautiful game.
especially in America, they have kind of like what hockey Twitter was.
Yeah, it is.
Where it's like they're like, why doesn't anybody like our sport? And then if people start paying attention, talking about it, you don't know what you're talking about. So it's like they kind of play both sides, and then especially like the MLS people,
There's MLS people.
like there's Atlanta gets like 60,000 people. They sell out the Falcon Stadium every week.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then like Portland's big, Seattle's big. There's like these weird kind of culty pockets where they have like ravenous fans, and I feel like those people are very weird. Like, why it'd be like rooting for a minor league baseball team. Like, who's your favorite team?
Birmingham Baron. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm up. I need a TV show or a movie. I think once again, this is worse than The Hills. I loved Teen Mom back in the day.
Wow. Yeah. Oh. I was a Macy fan because I like redheads.
I liked great
Loved
Chelsea.
Macy.
Like
And
great.
she spelled her name in that little slutty way. Like, how did she spell it?
It was with an I.
MACI. It was like
That's-
it was more exotic,
exotic.
Exotic.
provocative, and exotic.
Yeah, that's one I could never watch, Eddie.
Dude, it was good. It was just
I
good
know.
reality TV. Like some of the dads were just absolute fuckheads. And
Yeah, they were teenage boys.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But like
What was
some
good
cases.
about? Did it have like did they always kind of get their act together at the end, or
well, one of the girls went on to be like one of the worst people that are on this planet.
Farrah
I mean
Abraham.
that. Yeah, she's the worst.
I don't know
What's
her
about
name?
it.
Well,
Farrah Abraham. She's like
why? What'd she do?
she. I can't even.
obviously backdoor teen mom.
It's like a whole nother podcast to
right,
tell you
fair
how
enough.
much she blows.
She's actually like a bad human, not just.
Yeah,
like-
she sucks, dude. She
I gotta look
sucks.
this girl up.
how do you not know Farrah?
I don't know Farrah.
She did the porno.
Yeah,
remember
she did the backdoor teen mom
with
porno.
James Dean.
That I thought every guy on earth saw it just out of curiosity.
I didn't watch the show.
But yeah, it was such. So some people it was like a redemption arc. For some people, it was the train wreck that you couldn't look away from. Like like that girl. This girl Janelle was an absolute like it was just like jarring to watch.
Rico's looking up backdoor teen mom as we speak.
No, I'm just she did this.
James Dean's got a fucking hog in it, and everything he does. But
Yeah, Teen Mom's a pretty bad one, I'd say.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's really
Yeah,
Got a
that's
lot
tough.
of embarrassing ones.
If a girl, her name ends in an I, she's going to be pregnant as a teenager.
yeah, like
Lacey, Tracy, Macy,
immaculately, she could just be pregnant.
she will be
Yeah.
pregnant.
There is like quick story before you move on. There was one of the guys. His name is Gary, and he's from Indiana. And me and my buddies,
I or Y.
J-R-I.
Gary with a Y. And I've told this before, but Gary, like he's just like is another thing where you have to see him, you have to know him to like really like exemplify the absurdity of this guy. He would bake cookies and send them to people, and my buddy hit him up to get just like a batch of cookies sent to him, and he never sent them. He's like, sorry, I've been really busy. Like, and he's just like, Gary, don't worry, don't stress yourself out, like whatever. And like they would just go back and forth. We went to Vegas for the McGregor fight in like March of like 16, and we were in the bar, and all of a sudden Gary walked in. And we're like, oh my God, like what are the odds of this? Gary's here. And like he went up to him and was like, hey man, I'm the one who's like emailing you about the cookies, like, and they exchanged numbers. And to this day, he still texts him every Father's Day, wishing him a happy Father's Day.
That's unbelievable.
And Gary does not have his number, and every Father's Day, he's like, thanks, man. Who's this? And
Gary,
he never
save the
responds.
number.
He never responds who it is. He just says,
That's amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, I just got optics on this guy.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, hell
this guy-
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Picture Gary just getting a random
Fuck
Father's
yes.
Day text. White Sox, Dave.
I need a destination. I fucked this one up. I'm going to Outback.
Steakhouse.
Chain steakhouses are tough.
Yeah. I should have just said that, honestly, chain steakhouse, because the one closest, my dad wanted to go. Actually, I should have said chain restaurants as a whole.
Whoa.
2 or 3 years ago, like somewhat recently, it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. And my family's all over the country, so a lot of holidays it's just my dad and I. And he literally wanted to go to Red Lobster, and I'm like, I am not stepping foot into that restaurant. I will not do it. I will not do it. I have too much pride. But Outback Steakhouse, I actually enjoy. If I'm on the road, I'll fucking hit an Outback. I'm on record as saying one of my favorite steaks I've ever gotten is where, Ed?
Outback in Vegas.
Outback in Vegas.
Outback's good. I think.
Do you get the bloomin' onion?
Oh yeah. I've tried to recreate them on my own. It doesn't work. They have like some secret.
Outback's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. The bread.
I've always thought about on the Tuesday night before Thanksgiving having a fast food Thanksgiving.
Oh, I like that.
Or a Monday. I think kids in college should embrace it on a Monday night. Like you think about what all the good about Thanksgiving. You get to sit down for a long period of time. You eat a lot. You're with your friends. Like instead of these Friendsgiving, do a fast food Thanksgiving. The Monday before you all leave for Thanksgiving, somebody goes and picks up 30 burgers. Somebody else picks up orders of fries, and it's just a mishmash of everything. Go get 2 bloomin' onions, put them on the table.
Go get the
I think it'd be a
KFC
great
bucket, go
fucking
boom.
idea.
Rico, you're up.
Yeah, destination. I wrote one down, man, because again, I'm being authentic of like what fits me. High school hoops games, man. Like I'm still showing up. Like you call your buddy, hey, again, I don't have many hobbies now. Like you got oblos. Like, hey, where you going? Well, Peters is playing Farrell. You want to go down, and then maybe we could sneak to Duffy's and get a burger after. Like all right, I'm in. And you go, and then you see, that kid's father was an asshole in CYO 5 years ago. And you see this one, and who's reffing, and you get there was one year he called me, my buddy called me and was like, yo, we got to go to Farrell tonight versus Peters. The two refs who are clowns are reffing. It's going to be a shit show. The gym's going to fucking explode. Like, you got to go. Like, all right, yeah. And then you go. And it's like a place to be seen, dude. And like,
I get
that's
this.
it. It's a hard thing it's a hard thing to sell to my wife. She's like, where? Like, I'm like, hey, Friday night, like, can I go do something with my friends? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, we're going to the Staten Island semis, and then we're going to the bar after. She's like, I'd rather you tell me you're cheating on me. Like, this is embarrassing. Like you're going to a fucking high school game. Like, it's like, yeah, I just love ball, man. I have no hobbies. I don't know what you want me to say. You know?
It is a good pick.
Yeah,
I
like
had
this
to
pick.
boycott my high school football team for a few different reasons, but if they were closer to where I live now, I would attend their games if they weren't boycotted.
Why are they boycotted?
It used to be like the power program in Illinois for football, and then enrollment in the high school dropped, and then they decided to leave the conference that they dominated for 30 years after like 3 years of
But you're
being
still
a little down.
you're in our conference now, and that's like Batavia, Geneva.
I know.
Charles. It's like every.
Really?
The
Really
conference before that was way better with the Napervilles and the Downers
But
and,
that conference goes and wins state all the time.
in lower divisions.
It's in a division based on population of the school.
It's not though. We were the smallest 8A school to win state. We were the smallest school in all of 8A. My senior year, we won state. Then we always flipped between 7 and 8A depending on the year.
Depending on your enrollment.
Now they're flipping between 5 and 6A because
they're that small?
Yeah, it went from like 2,500 to 1,500 because all the parents in the school just stayed there, and all like kids my age graduated, and now there's no kids there.
Wow.
So
I went to Rico. I like this pick. I went to 4 high school games last year, and I feel like that's too many.
It's too many.
Yeah.
They're all St. Pat's though, right?
Yeah.
that's a little.
And that's
I don't know. One was random.
and it's like in your neighborhood. It's like close.
Yeah, it's not far, but that's a lot.
I think I went to 6. I mean, does the doubleheader count? I definitely went to a doubleheader.
No, doubleheader's 1.
No, that's
All right. So I went to that. I went to the final.
Doubleheader might be 4. That means you're.
I watched
you're staying.
I watched the quarters on TV. I went to the freshman championship. I think I went to a Christmas tournament. I went to the Stepinac City final. At least 6.
I always watch the Illinois on Thursday and Friday of Thanksgiving. They play all 8 divisions back to back to back to back to back over 2 days. I always watch at least some of those games.
Yeah, but there's a difference between going to a bunch for sure.
For sure.
I used to live by Roberto Clemente High School in Chicago, and it's a great high school baseball program, obviously, Roberto Clemente, and I would go to those games frequently when I lived by there. Just pop in and watch. So yeah, I like that pick.
Nick, you're up, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with "Redneck Woman" by Gretchen Wilson.
A redneck.
It really resonates with
high class broad.
and it's not. She's not even like a Dixie Chick level. She's not a Sheryl Crow. It's Gretchen Wilson.
She just had the one song.
Yeah. And it's
One hit wonder.
I think it's phenomenal. And I would turn the radio down at any point in time
For sure.
at a red light listening to Redneck Woman.
I will say, I feel like it gets a decent amount of love on touch tunes when you're out at bars.
I think it might, but it's by women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. True.
And I think it's also based off of like I mostly listen to like punk rock and heavy metal, and then if you've even heard my headphones and heard that, I would be very embarrassed, and I shouldn't be, but I would be.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some honorable mentions. We'll get out of here. I don't have many. Like, do you guys have many? Like,
Nah, not really.
I have 2. I have Destination Put-in Bay, obviously, and I have food Subway. Like that's.
I wrote down Subway. I wrote down SVU. There was a period like 2 months ago when I was watching every SVU undercover episode. I was Googling when they go undercover and watching those. And then I Googled the top 25 and I was watching those. I'm big, like SVU back in the day before it got like super in the headlines. There were some good shows and good twists. I wrote down Delilah at Night. I put down Landslide, but I think that's too public now.
yeah, that's good.
Like, of course, everybody loves that.
Yeah.
Dixie Chicks or which one?
Fleetwood Mac covered it.
Just Landslide in general.
Okay.
Stevie Nicks or Dixie Chicks, yeah.
Okay.
Subway, Oreos, soda.
Who doesn't like
For
that?
miscellaneous, I wrote a long shower and a nap.
Oh, that's just human nature. Everybody loves
Yeah,
that.
And
but
Oreos.
what about a long? I like a long shower. You put the music on. You're in there for a long period of time. Like
Shower
I like
nap?
A long. No, I only do shower naps when I was severely drunk.
Talk to me, Rico. Talk to me, Rico. Tell them about the
What?
shower nap.
Which one?
Just how
You
great
do
they
it.
are.
You do it when
Yeah,
you're
no,
hungover?
Yeah.
what? All right, in college and like right after, when I got the spins, the only thing that could cure it was a shower. And I was dating my wife on New Year's Eve one year. I went into the shower. You sit down, you let it go. I left it on and then went and passed out in another bed, and the shower was on for like 6 hours on New Year's Day. Like,
Nice.
the next, she comes in, she's like, "What the fuck happened?" I'm like, "Well, you know."
Nick,
So yeah,
you have
long
some?
shower, a nap.
The movie Van Helsing, WWE. Watch Mojo on YouTube.
I
10
love
lists.
Watch Mojo.
Yeah, I'll watch every one of those.
Yeah, I
As many
love
as-
those.
Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. And then Kraft Singles. A lot of cheese based, but
Yeah.
Oh, I could have done the Rent soundtrack too.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a big low key Broadway guy or Broadway shows, miscellaneous. Like,
Chief, you got any?
No, I'm good.
Dave?
This is a recent one. I kind of watch it because I have to here and there, but Sex in the City makes me laugh like all the time. Have you guys ever watched it?
No.
I've seen episodes.
It's women don't actually talk like that, do they?
I don't know.
It makes me sick if they do. They need to fucking button that up. Like they are the filthiest, foulest creatures on earth.
I've never seen it.
Oh, watch one episode.
What
and
are
know
their
exactly
talking points?
It's like,
Dick?
yeah, a lot of that. It's like keep your fucking cooch in your pants. You know?
Yeah, chill out.
Chill out,
ladies.
Picking your nose. I love picking my nose.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's the perfect device.
It's so.
Oh, I did have or when I was making my list and then I forgot to write it down. Scratching your balls too.
Oh yeah, the pinch and roll kind of technique.
Yeah,
That's way better
with
than
the
watching
skin.
people fall.
So what I
Yeah.
like to do, especially this time of year, I got a sliding glass door that's a couple feet from my couch, and I'll pick a booger and I'll keep it open to get some airflow, and I'll just try to flick it outside. Sometimes I'll make it, sometimes I won't.
Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes it'll go somewhere I don't even know, and I'll just leave it there.
There it
Sometimes
is.
I'll find them. Sometimes I won't.
Gross.
The White
But-
Sox Dave den
Yeah.
filled with boogers.
I like the pinky.
Use
My-
pinky.
Pinky.
Yeah,
huh?
you let the little,
I'm index.
Yeah.
Pinky, you get it's smaller. You get more maneuverability.
I don't like going too high. Weirds me
Well,
out.
sometimes
That's like
bars it.
it's similar, but like getting that long nose hair. With
Oh
the
yeah,
yeah. And you're like, oh,
then
What
you-
about smelling your own thoughts too?
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's nice.
Mine smell great. Yeah.
Like seeing if you could disgust your own self. You know, like it's a rarity, but there's a few times you're like, oh man.
Oh,
even
I've gotten
that
mad
one.
at myself. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no, but you get him. But it's weird. It's a weird conflict because like then you're like, good job, man. Like that's a fucking bomb, you know.
All right, I'm going to read it off, then we'll vote someone off. Chief, Dixie Chicks, Six Flags, The Bachelor, Velveeta Cheez, Soccer, Eddie, Wisconsin Dells, Easy, Cheez Whiz, Abandoned Places Content, Dashboard Confessional, Teen Mom, White Sox Dave, Watching People Fall, Summer Girls by LFO, Never Back Down, Peanut Butter with a Spoon, Outback, Rico, Strong Enough by Sheryl Crow, Getting in a Screaming Match, The Hills, Domino's, High School Hoops Games, Nick, Facebook.com, Seacrets in Ocean City, Maryland, Filet O Fish, Hoarders, Redneck Women by Gretchen Wilson. Write on a blank text, or however you want to do it.
I'll just get it out of the way. I vote for myself. I think.
I do as well.
LFO is a really good pick, though.
But you like that song.
But I'm ashamed that I do.
Yeah.
That's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think the peanut butter was a tough one.
The first overall of watching people fall.
Watching people fall, yeah.
Who you got, Chief?
I voted for Dave.
Yeah.
I voted for
This
you
was,
too, Dave.
this was an easy one for
Yeah.
I accept that.
But you were true to yourself.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
which again, I don't knock. Like he was true to himself. I don't knock that.
Rico.
Like, I think he did a good job.
This
obviously.
is-
they're all White Sox Dave type things. Yeah.
Rico, this is I'm begging you to watch Never Back Down sometime in the next couple
right.
days. It's hour and a half long. It's easy. Like, just please do it and report back to me. I know it's right up your alley, and I know anybody listening who's seen it will agree.
It's terrible.
It's so bad, but just watch it. You'll enjoy it at the same time. Great soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Actually, a good soundtrack.
All right, guys. Nick, thank you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great draft, Eddie.
Thank you,
Good
Rico.
topic.
Good stuff. All right, boys. That's it. See you guys tomorrow.